Hi, my name is Cindy Rang.
I'm Brianna Motzkus, and today is day 8 of our 12 Days of Christmas.
Hey! All right, so this is a really good one because this is kind of our little twofer one. Twofer. One.
Yeah.
241. 241. So on day, I don't know what, day 1 or day 2, we had you guys do paper piecing. We talked about paper piecing and suggested that you make this heart. And then I think I had mentioned, and in my sample, I decreased this pattern size down to 60%. And I made a cute little heart and said, oh, if you make this, there's another part to it. So the other part to it is hand embroidery. And so when you put it on your little hand embroidery,
That's really cute.
it is really cute,
Yeah.
right? Right? So hand embroidery is a lot of fun. We're going to talk about it for just a second. And we have kind of a fun little video that we will attach. If you've never done any hand embroidery, I go through it pretty painstakingly, the type of thread to use, the needle to use, how to do all of the stitches. And we even have a series that we did,
Jay's Bouquet,
where we went through all kinds of stitches. That's still available on our channel. But what's fun about hand embroidery is that you can do so many things with it. So this behind us, there is no pattern for this. Do not ask. There is no pattern. But what you can do is you can find a coloring book, find anything you want, trace that all out, and then just go ahead and hand stitch it. You can do multiple colors if that's what you want to do, or one color. You want to be careful. I mention this all the time. If it's something you're going to sell, make sure that you have the copyright for that. But anything that you're doing for yourself, you can do whatever you want to with any coloring book. This is an example. This was our little thing that we did for you guys last year. And so this is one where we did one color. So you don't have to go through all of the indecision and worrying about all of your different colors. Just do it in one color. And one thing I'm just going to mention is we have about maybe a dozen, maybe a few more of these kits left over from last year. What we did, I brought them out here, I thought.
Oh yeah, that's it. Well, that's
yes. Yeah. And so what they have in them is the pattern. They have a half a yard of a snowflake fabric. It has the white cotton. It's a white bleached muslin to go ahead and stitch on, and it has the diaper flannel in there and your DMC floss. It also has even a needle in there, so everything is kind of ready to go. So there's a few of those left if you're interested in those. And it makes this little, you trim this down to a 10.5 by 10.5 inch block for your pillow. And I want to talk just for a second also about how to go ahead and do a framed piece. So you would do the same thing. You would go ahead and do your stitching. And I brought a frame. This is just an inexpensive frame. You can get something nicer if you'd like to do that. But this is, and then you just tear the whole frame apart. So I don't use the glass. I don't use any of this kind of stuff. I put it right on the back right here. But then what I use is I use this fusible fleece. This is fusible on both sides. And then all I do is I fuse it to the wrong side of my stitching. And then I take this little guy and I measure that so that I know what size I need. And then I fuse it to this. And that's it. And then I frame it. And that's all I need to do. If I ever decide later that I want to then peel that off, sew a little border on it, turn it into something else, I can go ahead and do that. But at least for a while, and I'll just show you, at least for a while, it can just be in this frame. And you don't have to worry about how you're going to finish it. So again, I'll show you as you take this out. See what that looks like? So it's just got the batting and the cotton, and it's fused right to that. And when I decide I don't like it like that anymore, I can lift that off. It's fused, but it's not permanent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So anyway, that's my little trick. Maybe you have something else that you use. The other thing I just like to mention is that I will always do a second layer. So sometimes, like in this particular one, it is just another layer of muslin. But what I really prefer is the diaper flannel. Diaper flannel, it just comes like this. It's actually 28 inches wide, so there's a little fold in there. You can get however much you need. This is one of those products that I never ever run out of. I always have this. And what I tend to do is I cut this the same size as my block that I'm stitching. So, you know, it would be like this or like this. That's what's on the back of this, because then when I trim it, it's all the same size. You really don't want to see
trailing threads.
Yeah. So that's what it actually does, is when you're going from one spot to another, you're not able to see that on the other side. So it just gives you a little bit of definition, especially when you're possibly stitching on something that's light color with dark thread. So the special then for today, so what we have a free downloadable for you. We have the pattern. All you have to do is take your fabric, trace on there, do your stitching, be sure and put your diaper flannel on the back, and then your heart from day, was it day two?
I think it was
from day two, put down beneath it, and this will be your 8 by 10. But just in case you wanted, I feel like this works good for us. If you wanted a different option, we also have this one for you. This is one of my favorite Bible verses. I love it. I think there are 106 Bible verses that have the heart in them. I used to be able to recite about 36 pretty easily. Maybe with more sleep, I can do that for you. But you could also do this one and put it on the side, and that would give you a landscape rather than a portrait if you'd like to do that. So, or do both. And then again, also attached from day two, we went ahead and attached this one also. And again, what I did was I went to 60%. But you can do any heart you want. If the paper piecing thing was just not in your wheelhouse and you really didn't want to do that, put a wool heart or do something else there, stitch it, whatever you'd like to do, I think would be fine. So we have this pattern for you. And then we have all of the hand embroidery stuff is also on sale for you. So, and just to mention some of the things that I tend to use a lot of course, I always have to use a hoop when I do hand embroidery. Oddly, I don't use a hoop when I do wool embroidery. I don't know what the difference is, but you do want to have a good hoop. This is not something for sale. This was from my good friend Karina Stanley. So it is kind of nice to have a little magnet to park your needle, so you're not parking your needle in your stitches. The other thing that I really like, I don't know, Brianna, can they see that very well?
Yeah.
So this is kind of a nice product if you really don't want to do the stitching before you do your, the tracing rather before you do the stitching. This is Wash Away Stitch Stabilizer, and what it's kind of spendy. It figures out to maybe about, I don't know, $1.75 per sheet of it. So you kind of want to plan out your printing on it, but you put this in your inkjet printer, you print it right out, and it's sticky, and then you stick it down and you stitch through it, and then it just washes away. Works really, really well. It's an easy thing if you don't want to trace. The other things that we do still have some of these kits available, and it's sort of a mixture of hand embroidery and wool, which is kind of nice. So again, if you're looking for something kind of fun to put in somebody's stocking, just to give them something to do. And spoiler alert, at QuiltCon, I will be rocking my... they're not done yet. No. I know. I am having fun with these. So I have been taking pictures as we go so I can do a little video for you. But anyway, we have a few of these books left, which are super, super fun. And there's a bunch. These are just some of my favorite. I tend to like flower embroidery. I think it's just sort of classic and it works all the time. But another book, again, more flowers. I apologize for that. But I love this book. So this book was first on sale when we did the fusible web for you guys, so it's on sale again if you missed out on this one. This is adorable. So it's the entire alphabet, and it's all fusible web with some hand embroidery. So look, choose whatever letters you want. This is the whole alphabet, but wait, what if you wanted to do a welcome sign? Choose the letters that you want, make the blocks that you want. What if you wanted to do a quote like that? love is homegrown, you know, or spell out whatever you'd like. So it's just really, really, really cute. So all of your patterns are in here. And then there's also some bonus ones. Oh yeah, you've even got some angels in there. Well, I guess you see those, all of those other things that are in. There's a bunny and I don't know, there's a sun. There's a couple of other things, but yeah, they look like that. So super adorable, kind of a mixture of things. And then this is another one, Angels Among Us, is done kind of the same way. It's a mixture of fusible web and hand embroidery. Brianna, one of my favorite. Oh, and we have these. We have some of these left. So these are kind of fun. So there's not very many, maybe again about a dozen of these. So we'll put these on sale for you also. And these are kitchen towels. And so, and there's a couple of different designs. I think probably it'll just be we pick for you. They are all floral. And so, but they're all printed on there. It's on a really nice cotton towel. And then,
and the blue ink will wash away.
The blue ink washes away.
You stitch,
Get close.
And then when you first time you wash it, it all goes away.
Yeah. And then also what's in there is directions just for some stitches. There's a packet of needles in there and then all of that thread to choose from. So, but if you want to go, no, I'm just going to do it all in red. You can do that. And then you just have the thread for something else. So you can do anything you'd like. But anyway, so we have a few of those left. What else, Brianna? Come back over here and
I think that's everything. Because I'll have everything in that hand embroidery
category
for you.
Okay.
I'll have it linked below, and then also on the website under the 12 Days of Christmas tab. I have the video, and then what is on sale is right there.
Yeah.
So
now, what if? Okay, so I know a lot of you guys have local shops and local department stores, but we hear from just as many of you that say the closest opportunity is hours away. What if somebody wants some DMC thread? I know that because we have all of the colors, but it is not on our website. Can you just do a random DMC SKU?
Yeah, I'll just do a random DMC floss, and then you let me know the color. Whether you know the color number. If you say, oh, you got 3, it's like, oh, it's color number 6737, whatever. Or just say, hey, I need a really good Christmas red.
Medium blue.
I will do that.
Christmas
I will
red.
put it in there for you guys. Kind of like Aurifil. We have over probably 150 colors, but I bet there's like 15 online. Same thing. We always tell you, purchase Aurifil and then say, hey, I'm really looking for a navy blue or whatever. So I'll do the same thing. I'll put DMC in the embroidery category for you. And then if you need some just DMC size 8 floss, we can.
Because it might be nice if you are, planning on having some little craft projects or whatever, and you need to, you need a black and a Christmas green and a Christmas red and a white or whatever. Yeah. Just say I, pay for 8 DMC flosses and then in your
These are the colors.
And if we have confusion about it, we'll call you. So make sure your phone number is on your order.
Yeah, we can do that.
All right. I feel like we're good, right?
Yeah.
All right. And then we'll attach then a video. It was kind of funny. I sort of got lost. I went back on some of the old videos. So if you go to our YouTube channel, and there's a little thing on there where you can go to oldest, I think was what I clicked. Oh my goodness. Those were a long time ago. But I think that's where this one is. Yeah. And so it talks about, because one thing just to mention, if you don't feel like you need to watch that, I go through my little box. I still use it. I think that was 5 years ago. I still use the same box with the same stuff in it. I've not changed what I like. But I still hold true. This is the most important thing that I have.
Her threaded needle dome.
Yes. Yes. I bring it. People with young eyes and nimble fingers thread everything for me. My favorite needle threader is still this, but anyway, it's all still true. All of that. And then we talk about all of the stitches, but
awesome.
All right, you guys. Happy shopping.
Enjoy your day.
And remember, we'll see you tonight for box opening. And then tomorrow for day 9.
Yep.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for watching our video. We invite you to leave a comment, hit the like button, or better yet, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. You can also visit our Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or Pinterest pages, or find all of those things and our online store at fabricpatch.net.